Alright, so I'm just gonna flash this very fast so you can read it by yourself. Alright, so in the formula, actually, what we're dealing here is the Newton's law of cooling and heating. The definition of this is d over dt is equal to the temperature constant multiplied to the temperature of the object minus the ambient temperature. And if we integrate both sides of this equation, we will be having this formula that we will be using throughout the solution. So, I divided the formula into 3 parts so we can easily understand. So, the first part says that when the bat was brought into the room at 1 p.m., the bat's temperature is 31 degrees, meaning the outside temperature is also at 31 degrees Celsius. So, the room's temperature is at 18 degrees. So the bat is now into the room and doors are closed. So we proceed to the solution, and we already discussed this a while ago, and now the ambient temperature is at 18 degrees Celsius. So when the bat is at 31 degrees Celsius and T is equal to 0, why is T is equal to 0? Because it is the starting time. It is the starting point of the problem when the bat was brought into the room with the ambient temperature of 18 degrees. So we find C to get H. Now H is actually our temperature constant that we will be using throughout the problem. So we proceed to the second part of the equation now that we have H. And the second part says that there's a power shortage that occurred, and the temperature of the bat was given at 27 degrees. And the power shortage occurred at 1:10 p.m. and the ambient temperature now is 31 degrees because the outside temperature is 31 degrees. This happened because the doors were now opened. So we go to the solution itself, and at T is equal to 0, the temperature of the bat is 27 degrees at 1:10. Why is it T is equal to 0? Because the scenario changed. Now we are now referring to the outside temperature going inside of the room. So when after 10 minutes of power shortage, what is the temperature of the bat? The bat is actually, I really don't know yet. So the ambient temperature is 31 degrees, and we inputted the ambient temperature and the temperature of the bat when the power shortage started is 27. So we get C -4, and then we input, and we will get the new temperature of the bat at 1:20 p.m. So at the problem said that at 1:20 p.m. Okay, at 1:20 p.m. the power came back. So the ambient temperature is now 18 degrees again because the doors were closed. And then so we go to the solution at T is equal to 0 because the scenario changed again. And then our U is 28 degrees. We got it from here. And the power came back at 1:20, so the doors were closed. And what is the temperature of the bat after 10 minutes? So the ambient temperature is 18 degrees. We input the ambient temperature and the temperature of the bat plus C is equal to E raised to 0H. Why is it 0? Because T is equal to 0, U is 28 degrees Celsius. So we get C, and then we use the formula again, our general formula. Remember that we solved a while ago. So we input the ambient temperature and C times E raised to the temperature and multiply to H, which is our temperature constant. And now we have now our final answer. Thank you for watching the video.